make your way to a seated position. I feel like I'm so far away today. Again, just kind of get grounded, move around a little bit, maybe do some circles, a little cat and cow action in your seated postures is totally fine. Okay, anything to help you just kind of, get into your body here for just a moment. Okay, good. And then once that movement, kind of settles down and quiets down, find some stillness and slowly just begin to close your eyes. And not worrying too much about your breath, just let your breath, be at its natural rhythm. Okay, just inhaling in, exhaling out any way that feels good. And maybe just recall for just a moment, why are you here on your mat today? Why do you show up in practice? Okay, and I know that can be a pretty loaded question, but think of just like some short, sweet, like one word, that makes you feel good, maybe a little bit of inspiration, a little bit of initiation for your practice today, just by recalling, any of those sensations. Okay. And it can just be something, as small as to be present, to find movement, to find time for myself, to find myself. Okay, anything that's coming up for you, okay? And then let's bring our hands together at our heart center. And take a nice big deep inhale in through your nose. Big exhale out through your mouth. Good, inhaling in through your nose. Fill up, exhale out through your mouth. One more time, just like that. Inhaling in. Get big, find space, and then exhale all that air out. Okay, blinking your eyes open, interlace your hands, press your palms forward. Okay. Good, and then gently start to reach your arms up over your head, and maybe they don't go all the way up, maybe they're at a slight diagonal in front of your forehead, that's fine as well. Okay. And just stay here for a moment, maybe start to add a little side bending. Again, this is gonna be pretty small, maybe feel a little limited in your motion as you move side to side. Okay, and once you've done that a few times, of course, being nice and even, add a little bit of twisting, just a little twist. Again, with the arms up over your head, you'll notice you can't twist as far, but that's okay. Good. Okay, awesome. Okay, good. And then gently, again, make sure you are nice and even, and then release your arms down. Good. And then we'll start with some head circles. And again, these can be half circles going from chin to chest, ear to ear, or you can, again, complete full circle if that feels good. Good. Arms can be wherever you like. Good. Nice. And then reversing a circle if you are doing full circles. Really nice. Good. Bringing your head back in line with your spine, arms reach up over your head. Interlacing the hands again, pressing the palms up towards the sky. Take a nice big deep inhale here. Exhaling, release the arms, interlacing the hands behind the back this time, rolling the shoulders, lifting the chest and the heart. See if you can press your palms together to touch. Lifting up through your chest, maybe it's like a slight little baby back bend. Maybe you look up towards the sky. Good, and then gently release those arms, and the same thing again, arms reach up over your head. Maybe switch the interlace of your hands the awkward way, okay? Press the palms up towards the sky. Okay. And maybe even notice that, you never cross your fingers in this way. Okay, good. Inhale in, exhale, release, and again, interlacing the hands behind the back. And And again, switch the interlace of your hands, again, the awkward way, roll the shoulders, lift the chest, and then just slightly bring your arms maybe gently off of the mat or off of your back. Good. Okay, good, we'll do that one more time. Arms reach up overhead, interlacing the hands, pressing the palms up towards the sky. Stay for the inhale. Exhaling, releasing the hands, interlacing the hands behind the back, roll the shoulders, lift the chest, reach those knuckles, press those palms together as best as you can. And exhaling, slowly release. Good. Pressing your arms directly out to the sides, flexing through the palms of your hands, flexing through your wrists. Drop your shoulders and then really feel like this energy, like you're pressing any walls, okay? Pressing them out and away. Dropping the shoulders, lifting the chest. Good, and then we're gonna curl in one finger at a time, okay? But first, spread your fingers out really wide here. Good, starting with the pinky finger, index finger, middle finger. Good, pointer finger, thumbs, and then press those knuckles down, press the backs of the wrists into those walls. Good, again, keep dropping those shoulders down. And exhaling, release those hands, shake them out, shake them out, shake them out. Good, okay, let's just switch the, actually, let's not switch the cross of the legs. Let's go and extend the left leg out long, okay? And then right foot on the inside of the left inner thigh. Okay, so left leg long, right leg stays bent. Okay, good. Okay, from here, same thing that we did last week, okay? We're just gonna drop our left hand in the inside of our left leg. We're gonna lean just ever so slightly, but we're gonna drop our left ear, left shoulder. So this is all about the neck stretch, okay? Right hand can stay on your knee, or you can reach your right fingertips away, okay? And then we're just gonna do a gentle waving, okay? A little wax on, wax off with that right hand, okay? Just a slight little wave, okay? Maybe it changes the stretch, maybe it doesn't. Think about the chest opening up, the shoulders opening. Oh, this feels so good. Okay, good. Yeah, and the slower you wave the hand, it's almost like better. Okay, so try not to move too fast. Okay, good. And then use that hand, your left hand, to lift your head up. Arms reach up over your head, twisting towards your bent knee. Okay, left hand comes across, right hand reaches back. Good. Good. Navel into your spine, sit up nice and tall. If it feels okay, we're gonna look up towards the sky, and then you're gonna drop your chin towards your chest. So instead of looking over your shoulder, bring your head like almost better in line with like your chest, and you're just gonna lift your head up and down, okay? And again, only if that feels okay. Good. Okay, good. Restack your head. Now look over your right shoulder again. Okay, go a little bit deeper in the twist. Inhale in here, exhaling, release, arms reach back up over your head, turn to face your straight leg, and then gently just fold over your left leg, just for a gentle hamstring stretch. Good. Just breathe. Good, try to relax. Again, find like that natural rhythm of your breath, okay? And especially in these areas that feel tight, you know, it's always good to go back to like, you know, those sensation words I was talking about, like, I'm here to find movement, I'm here to find peace, okay? Especially in the poses that, you know, we tend to hold longer or that we find more difficult. Okay, just stick to that, you know, that gut feeling of why you're here, showing up on your mat, practicing today and each week, right? Okay, it's all good things, all good things. Okay, good, we're gonna rise on up, okay? Taking the left leg, okay? You're gonna bend your left leg, and we're gonna cross it a little bit, but it's going to be like a butterfly pose. So I'm half a diamond here, and my right leg still folded in like in an easy pose. So I've got like Baddha Konasana leg and then easy pose. So it's a little bit wider diamond here, okay? Bring your right hand to the sole of your left foot. Okay, yeah, and everyone's, you know, hips are gonna be angled differently, so your knee might be facing up, I have a little more rotation, so my knees down. Okay, right hand in the sole of your foot, left arm is gonna reach up, maybe up towards the sky or maybe back towards the back wall or somewhere in between. Okay, so just twisting open here. Twisting towards that left leg. Good. Take a nice big deep inhale in here. Exhaling, come back to the center. Now we're gonna bring our same arm as leg, left elbow towards the sole of the foot. Okay, and again, this might be different for everyone. You might have to be lifted up higher. And then we're gonna bring our hands together in prayer. We're gonna twist to the right. Okay, so elbow into the sole of the foot. Try to lift up, find a little bit of length, find that Ardha Uttanasana, that halfway lift, right? Like you wanna find that energy and length out through your spine. Good. Notice if your left leg is relaxed or if you have to activate just a little bit by pressing your foot into your elbow. Good, take a nice big deep inhale in. Good, exhale, slowly release. Okay, and then we're just gonna switch sides, okay? So right leg out to the right, left leg folds in, so your left foot's in the inside of the right inner thigh. We're like, how did this start, right? Okay, right hand in the inside of the right leg, sitting up nice and tall. And again, it's just a very small lean, right? We're not going for like this big hamstring stretch side bend. We're just leaning ever so slightly, keeping the chest open, right ear to right shoulder. And again, left hand can stay on your knee. You can extend it out and away. Good. Or you can add that gentle waving. Okay, a little wave to the mat. And again, the slower you go, the better you'll find different angles of the stretch. Good. Good. Stay for just a few more moments here on the side. A nice big side, neck stretch, shoulder opener. I'm really feeling this like a lot in my traps, where I always hold tension. Good. Okay, good. And then again, if you want to, use your right hand to lift your head up. Arms reach up over your head, twisting towards your bent knee. Okay, right hand comes across. Good. Navel into spine. And then bring your head again, like a little bit more in line with your chest. Okay, like chin to your chest. And then we're just gonna lift the head up and down. And again, this can be small movement. Good, and only if it feels okay. Good, and then we'll look over our left shoulder, going a little bit deeper in the twist. Good, take a nice big deep inhale in. Exhaling, slowly releasing, turning towards your straight leg. And again, gently just bending over, folding over that right hamstring. And again, nothing forced, try to relax. Drop your head, make it heavy, and just breathe. Nice. Okay, good. Okay, let's rise on up. Okay, we're gonna take the right leg, we're gonna bend it, and we're gonna bring it a little bit in front of us here. So again, we're making like a diamond shape with the right leg. Okay, and the left leg's still tucked in, you know, like you're in easy pose and then half Baddha Konasana, okay? Left hand into the sole of your right foot. Good, right arm can reach up towards the sky. You can reach it towards the back wall. It can kind of be like a little bit in between, like a diagonal. And again, twisting here towards that front leg, the right leg. Ooh, okay, take a nice big deep inhale in. Exhaling, releasing. Okay, right elbow towards the sole of the right foot. And again, this might be upright. You may be able to connect. Okay, hands in prayer, and then we're going to twist to the left. Okay, it's really small. Okay, it's really more like the shoulders are twisting. the rib cage on up. Good, and then pressing your foot into your elbow into your foot, find a little bit of activation. Find that Ardha Uttanasana, so you want to find a little halfway lift. Good, notice, if your wrists are hurting, you can always do fists instead of hands in prayer. Okay, any adjustments, any modifications are always welcome. Okay, let's stay for the inhale. Woo, I'm feeling this in my hip. Okay, exhale, slowly release. Good, and then let's actually come into soles of the feet together, knees out nice and wide, okay? Good, hands can be on your ankles, shins, or knee. We're just gonna do a round of cat and cow here. Looking up towards the sky, and then rounding the spine. Good. Going at your own pace, follow your own breath. Good. Okay. Let's do one more round. Good, and then we're just gonna gently just fold over the legs and the hips here. And again, this can be as active or as relaxed as you want, okay? Hands can be in, they can reach out. Okay, you can use your pillow if you want to, or blocks under your knees or under your chest. Okay, good. Okay, really nice, everyone. Slowly rise on up. Let's gather the knees together and we'll slowly make our way into tabletop. Okay. Okay, great. Okay, coming into hands and knees. Okay, setting yourself up, knees under your hips. Okay, and again, at any point, if your wrists are feeling sensitive, you can do all of this on your forearms. Okay, which I can't decide what I'm going to do just because I'm on carpet. So again, just kind of mind your body, mind your space where you're practicing. Okay, right leg is going to reach back behind you. Okay, you're going to lift your right toes, your right leg up off the mat, staying as parallel as possible. Okay. Bend the right knee so your foot is up towards the sky. Okay, good. And we're gonna draw circles here, okay? So go ahead and open your knee out to the right, okay, like a little fire hydrant, and then bring your right knee towards your left. And you're gonna kick back up. Okay, we're gonna do 5 circles here, nice and slow. Good, here's 3, rotate out, close in. Here's 4. And together, last one, 5. Rotate out and together, kick back up, and then we're gonna reverse the circle. So knees come together, right knee moves out to the right, like a little fire hydrant here, and then you're gonna rotate so your knee faces down, foot up, knees together. Here's 2. Nice and slow, abdominals in, 3. Good, press into your hands, 4. Good, last one, 5, rotate, rotate, rotate. Good, and then lower back down, and we're gonna switch sides, okay? Just maybe nice and slow. And then again, just kind of notice if you're like arching your back, what your spine is doing. Try to maintain that nice long spine, okay? So left leg back, toes down, toes float up, leg floats. Bending your knee, okay? Good, and you already noticed what side, they feel very different. They may feel the same, okay? We're gonna rotate out, so left knee out to the left. Knees come together. Good, circling around for 2. Nice and slow, find stabilization. 3. And 4. Last one, 5. Coming back to that starting position, kicking your leg up towards the sky, and then knees come together, opening up 5 times. Here's 1, nice and slow together. 2, and 3, 4. Good, last one, 5. Awesome, and then bringing your legs back together. Let's come into child's pose to give our wrists a nice little break here, okay? Good, so again, any variation of child's pose, big toes together, knees out nice and wide, or you can have your knees together, that's fine. Make fists with your hands. Good, release your hands, spread your fingers out nice and wide. Okay. Good, and then we're gonna slowly roll up onto our knees, just really quick, just so you can get some wrist stretch in, okay? And again, if this doesn't feel good, you can always swing your legs around. We're not gonna stay here too long, but again, make fists again, we're just gonna circle our wrists around. Circle them in the opposite direction. Good, give them a nice little shake out. Good, and then we're just gonna make our way into downward facing dog. Very fancy transition from wiggle hands, right? Okay, so again, tuck your toes under, set yourself up. You can go into a nice long downward dog, or you can shorten your stance too, however you're feeling today. Okay, feel free to move around, shift around a little bit. Good, we're gonna still get into the legs a little bit more. Okay, focusing on, the inner thighs and the hips opening up as well too, okay? We won't forget about that chest for our peak posture today either, okay? So let's take a nice big deep inhale in, exhale out. Good, inhaling in, exhaling out. One more, just like that. Awesome, lowering down onto your knees. Left leg is going to step forward in between your hands, okay? Coming into low lunge. Okay, take your time, adjusting as you need to. Dip the hips, roll the shoulders, reach those arms up over your head. Okay, good. Ground down, root down to lift up, to rise up. Nice breathing here. Okay, good. From here, we're gonna twist up nice and high. Right arm forward, left arm back. Okay, so just twisting to the left. Good, arms back up over your head. Exhaling, hands frame the front foot, half split. Okay, straighten the front leg, toes flex up towards the sky. And breathe. Okay. Okay, we're just gonna flow through that just three times all together, okay? So bending back into that left leg, low lunge, arms reach up over your head. Good, twisting high. Right arm forward, left arm back. Stay for the inhale. Exhaling, arms back up over your head. Inhale in. Exhaling, hands frame the foot, straighten the front leg. Flexing through the toes. Lengthening the spine. Breathing. Okay, awesome. Last one, bending back into that front leg. Low lunge, take your time, set yourself up. Twisting high, right arm forward, left arm back. Inhale in, exhaling, arms back up over your head. Stay for the inhale. Exhaling, hands frame the front foot, straighten the front leg, half split. Good, okay, great. From here, we're gonna set up ourselves up for half warrior two, okay? So we're gonna bend the left leg, okay? Hands are gonna move into the inside of the left foot, okay? We're gonna bring this right foot back, okay? So we're just kind of stacking up like we're kneeling, okay? So my left heel, it's pretty much in line with my right knee, okay? And I'm just gonna walk my left toes forward a little bit so my hips have somewhere to go, okay? And you can take a few deep bends. This is gonna be like our little flow here, okay? So here's our warrior two. You're gonna bend deeply into this left leg, and then you can feel a really nice big stretch to that left inner thigh, and you may even feel it in that right inner thigh, okay? Arms can reach out to the sides, or you can keep your hand supporting you on your left leg if you need to, okay? Yeah, just breathe. Okay. Take a nice big deep inhale in. We're going to straighten the left leg. We're going to drop the right hand down, a little side plank action, okay? Legs can stay grounded, or you can float the left leg up if you want to, okay? You just have to rotate the toes forward, okay? Good, okay, we're gonna settle back down. We're gonna move back into that warrior two, half warrior two, okay? So mind your toes gotta face out. We're gonna bend in, and we're just gonna do that 3 times, okay? Go slow. Stay for the inhale. Exhaling, straighten that left leg, right hand lowers down, left arm up towards the sky, little side plank. Leg can stay down, or you can float it. Okay. Ooh, this feels good. Okay, last one, strong strength, okay. Warrior two, again, toes are turned out, bending into that left leg. Right hand down, left arm up towards the sky. Good. Gently rise back up. Whew. All right. Then we're just going to make our way back into downward facing dog. Okay, so just be mindful again. Take your time. Set yourself up. Tabletop. Downward dog your way if you'd like. Okay. Good. Okay, awesome. A lot of hips. Okay, let's go ahead and lower back down. Okay, we'll switch to the second side. So right leg forward, low lunge. Okay, and again, just take your time. Dip the hips, roll the shoulders, reach your arms up over your head. Good, again, feeling that grounding sensation, but lengthening up and out. Good, and then high twist, left arm forward, right arm back. Twisting towards that front leg. Okay, good, nice. Stay for the inhale. Exhaling, arms up over your head. Again, stay for the inhale. Exhaling, hands frame the front foot, half split. Ardha Hamanasana. Okay, good. Now we know, the flow, okay? So again, take your time. Any adjustments, any props, anything you'd like to use or change up, you're more than welcome to, okay? We got 2 more times. Here we go. Bending that right leg, low lunge, dip the hips, roll the shoulders, arms reach up over your head. Good, twisting. High twist. Nice expansive arms. Inhale in, exhale, release. Inhale in, exhale, half split. Last one, low lunge. Find your pace, find your rhythm. High twist. Good, arms up, half split. Okay, good. And then we're going to set ourselves up here for our second round of our little flow. Okay, so we get in those inner thighs now. Okay, so bending back into that right knee. Okay, hands moving to the inside of the right leg. Okay, we're going to just kind of turn this left foot to the long edge of our mat. Okay, and we're going to kind of stack up here. So again, we can kind of gain our equilibrium. And then, heel can be in line with your back knee. And you can walk those toes forward, make sure they're pointing to the top of your mat. Warrior two. Woo, okay. And then again, you may notice a difference between your sides. Arms can stay down or arms out nice and wide. Breathe here. A little half warrior two action. Getting into those hips. Good, stay for the inhale. Exhaling, straighten the right leg, a little side plank action. Left hand down, right arm up towards the sky. And again, if you want to play with lifting the right leg up, you can. Good, you can keep it down, whatever feels good. Good, right leg lowers, and again, rise up, and then just turn those toes out. Bend the right knee, warrior two. Stay for the inhale. Exhaling, release. Left hand down, right arm up towards the sky. Good, last version here. Rise up, nice and strong. Warrior two, half Ardha Virabhadrasana two. Good, breathe. Exhaling, release, side plank. Good, and then gently rising back up. Again, we're just gonna take our time. We're gonna make our way back into downward facing dog your way. Okay. Ooh, Okay, hopefully the legs are feeling a little bit longer. Hips are feeling a little bit more free. Okay, good. Inhaling, looking up at the hands, gently traveling to the top of your mat, forward fold. Okay, and again, hanging on opposite elbows. You can hang on to your wrists, behind your ankles, interlace your hands behind your back for that chest opener. Good. Anything that feels good here. Okay, awesome, everyone. Okay, let's go ahead and bend the knees. Roll up to come all the way up to standing. Take your time. Arms reach up over your head. Exhaling, hands at your heart center. Okay, great. From here, we're going to step the right leg back. Okay, we're going to move into Warrior Two, Virabhadrasana 2. Okay, so left leg forward. And again, heels can be lined up with each other or heel to arch. We'll bend into the left knee a few times. Arms reach out nice and wide. Yes, okay, good, everyone. Okay, this looks really nice. Okay, so hopefully the hips feel a little bit more open. Okay, left toes are out, right toes are at a slight angle, not directly in line with the long edge of your mat. You want them to turn forward just a pinch, okay? It's really small, little rotation in from that back leg, okay? Good. Okay, from here, from your Warrior Two, left forearm down, okay? Good, from here, thumb faces down on that right hand, okay? Thumb down, we're gonna sweep it back to your low back, okay? If you can, maybe you can sneak your right hand in to grab your left inner thigh, okay? And then this is our peak posture for today, okay? Open hips, open shoulders, okay? Head can be honestly wherever feels good for your neck, okay? It can be facing forward, it can look down, it can be up towards the sky. Good. And just breathe here. It's all about this right shoulder opening up, finding space for the chest, finding space for your breath. Okay, good. Slowly release, take your time. Okay, we're gonna rise back up, Warrior Two. Straighten the front leg. Turn those toes in. We're gonna go directly to the second side. Right toes turn out. Left foot, okay, try to angle it ever so slightly towards, again, it's not really to the top of your mat, but kind of diagonal here. We'll bend into that right leg. Good. Finding that slight rotation just in, just a pinch. Arms reach out nice and wide. Good. Breathe here. Strength in those nice strong legs. Right forearm down. Good. Left hand, thumb faces down. Okay. Sweep behind the back. Good. And again, roll that shoulder up. Good. Staying here, or maybe it sneaks through to grab the inside of your right quad. Okay. Maybe one day. Okay. It's not necessary. It's just about feeling that left shoulder open up. And breathe. Slow down your breath. I know it feels like we're slowing down time. Good, again, just choose whatever feels best for your neck. You can even flow. I'm flowing just a little bit just because I want to free up a little more kind of crunchiness I have in my neck. Good, keep breathing. Let's take 2 more deep breaths here. Awesome, rise back up, release gently, Warrior Two. Okay, there's your strength. Straighten that front leg. Turn those right toes in. Wide leg forward fold for your release. Woo! Good. Hands under the shoulders. Free up your head and your neck. Shake your head yes. Shake your head no. Good, and then from here, all we're gonna do is just bend one knee and the other, and again, you know, we're kind of getting into those inner thighs a little bit, just a little bit of a different angle as we're shifting around. All right. Good. Okay, let's do the left side. Okay, so let's go ahead and come into transverse lunge on the left. So we're going to bend the left knee. Okay, keep the right leg straight. Feet can stay parallel, or you can gently start to rotate them out a little bit. Okay, I'm going to rotate out. I'm going to spin up onto my right heel. I'm going to lower my hips down to where it feels best for me. Okay, and this is going to again be different for everyone. Okay, good. Breathe here. Woo, more hips, more inner thighs. Good, hamstring. Okay, I'm like really tight. I even feel this all the way in my calf as well too, okay? Just breathe. Good. Find your edge, okay? Again, use any props you need to. You can have your hands on blocks. Again, you do not have to go this low. Okay, good. Okay, we're gonna keep walking our hands around our left leg, okay? So hips gotta lift up a little bit. You're gonna walk your hands around the left foot, okay? You're gonna spin on up, coming into like a little high lunge here, okay? We're gonna bend the back knee, okay? This is gonna be a little new and different for us, okay? So we're gonna stand on up in our kneeling position, and we wanna set ourselves up like a 90-degree angles here, so not quite like low lunge, okay? But we're coming into a lunge position, but we're stacked up pretty square, and then knee and ankles are like underneath each other with your hips, okay? Hands are gonna lower down, still framing around that front foot, the left foot, okay? Right toes tuck under, okay? You're gonna scoop your belly button up and in, okay? You're gonna lift and hover the back knee up, okay? I know I realize my mat is like a little dark, so it's kind of hard to see a little bit. So let me see if I can do this on my carpet so you can see, okay? So my knees hovering. We're gonna pulse 1, 2, 3, straighten the left leg, okay? Again, you can use blocks under your hands if you need to, okay? My right knee stays bent the whole time, okay? We're gonna pulse in that little lunge, knees hovered up, 1, 2, 3, and straighten. Last one, hovering, pulsing for 1, 2, 3, hips lift, straighten the left leg as best as you can. Good, and then slowly start to straighten the legs to step forward, forward fold. Okay, I know, kind of a new funky one for us, okay? Inhaling, slowly lift up halfway, rise up to come up to standing. Good, and then we're just gonna step open, coming into our wide leg forward fold. Okay, so step out nice and long on that long edge of your mat. Fold forward, grab your ankles, grab opposite elbows. Again, whatever feels good for you. Okay, great. Hands under the shoulders, lift up. Transverse lunge on that right side. So right knee bends. And again, remember, you can do this parallel. This is the stretch. Whew. And on this side, I actually feel pretty good deep stretch with my feet parallel. And then again, when you're ready, you can play with this. You can rotate the toes out, bend into the knee, flex through the left foot. Good. Heel up or heel down. Good. And breathe. Good. And again, you know, this side might feel a little more open just because we did stretch it out hamstring wise. Okay, so it might feel a little more free than the first side that we just did. Okay. Good. Okay, again. Okay, this is our fancy footwork. Okay, we're gonna walk our hands around the right leg. Okay, and again, you probably have to lift up the hips, walk your hands around that front foot. Okay, set yourself up for just a lunge for transition. Bend the back knee, rise on up. Okay, and then we're just gonna stack up so we really make a nice big 90-degree setup here. It's more like kneeling than lunging, if you will, right? Okay. Okay, hands frame that front foot. Again, blocks can go under your hands. Okay, back toes tucked under. Okay, I like to kind of scoop my abdominals up and in so I really feel like I can charge up to lift up that back knee. Okay. Pulsing, just a little pulse. 1, 2, 3, straighten the front leg. A little hamstring stretch. Good, pulsing. 1, Bend that front leg 2, 3, straighten the front leg. Go back to that lunge position, just pulsing, 1, 2, 3, straighten that front leg. Good, and then gently take your time. Going to step forward, forward fold. Nice, everyone. Really beautiful work. Okay, inhaling, lift up halfway. Exhaling, gently step back, plank pose. Gotta throw it in. Here's our one vinyasa we'll do today, okay? From here, lower down, nice and slow. Straight legs or bent knees. Good, rise on up. Let's come up into cobra. Good, pressing down to lift up. Okay, great. Exhaling, slowly lower down, hands under your forehead. Let's go ahead and bend the knees, little window wipers, swishing from side to side. Good, and then slowly straighten those legs back out. Okay, and again, determine, what feels good for your body. Legs can be together, which makes it harder. Okay, legs can be hip distance apart, or they can be wide too, as wide as your mat or wider. Okay, so I'm gonna go into a little back bending series here, okay? So from here, we're gonna bring our arms down by our sides. Okay, thumbs face down, pinkies up, right? So our palms are on the outsides of our legs, forehead down. Peel and roll those shoulders up off the mat. Take a nice big deep inhale in. Lift your head, your neck, your shoulders up. Reach those fingertips down towards your knees. Maybe your legs float, maybe they don't, okay? Just stay here for 3 deep breaths. Inhaling in, exhaling out. Keep your focus down towards the ground. Last breath, inhaling in, exhaling out, lower back down, nice and slow. And again, hands can be your pillow, or you can place one cheek or side of your face onto the mat. Okay, so we're just gonna move through that 2 times, okay, 3 times altogether. Okay, that version with your hands down by your sides, or you can change it up, okay? And again, you can change your mind in the middle of the pose too, okay? So forehead down, hands and arms down by your side. We're gonna roll the shoulders back. We're going to interlace our hands behind our back. Okay, so again, pick what option feels best for you. Lift your head, neck, and shoulders up. Reach those knuckles up off of your glutes. Lift the legs up if you choose so, and 3 deep breaths here. Straighten the legs a little bit more if they're lifted. Lift up a little bit higher. 1 more breath, inhaling in. Keep your focus down. Exhale out, release. Lower back down. Okay, good. Observing, checking in. What felt better? Arms down by the sides, or maybe interlacing the hands behind the back. Okay, got 1 more, just like that, okay? There we go, again, your choice. Roll the shoulders, press your hands into your legs, interlace your hands behind your back if that feels good. Lift your head, neck, and shoulders up. Legs lift. Focus stays down, nice long neck. 3 deep breaths. Inhaling in for 1. Exhaling out. Inhaling in for 2. Exhaling out. Last one. Inhaling in for 3. Exhale out. Slowly to release back down. Window wipers. Again, shifting from side to side. Ooh, feels so good. Okay, great. Go ahead and straighten those legs back out. Okay. Let's go ahead and come into twisted frog, okay? So let's start with the left leg first, okay? So left leg is going to come to the outside of your mat, okay? I'm gonna lift up actually and do this in cobra, okay? So I just brought my left leg, I'm on the inside of my left inner thigh, the inside of my calf, and then I'm up on my forearms. I'm just gonna pause here for just a moment, okay? So since it's all about the hips, and the chest today, Again, okay, I'm just gonna take that moment just to kind of feel what it feels like to back bend with this leg variation. Gonna let my hips be heavy. Okay, good. And then we'll come into the twisted part, okay? Right arm is gonna slide under the left, threading the needle. Left arm reaches up towards the sky. And gently, slowly let your hips stack. Okay, let that left arm lower down onto the ground. Okay. And I'm actually going again, I'm going to use my pillow or block. I'm just going to slide it underneath my left knee, okay? This pillow is pretty squishy, so it's not adding a whole lot of support, you know, but if you have a squishy pillow like me, you can always like fold it up, make it look a little bit higher so that you can really relax your left knee into the prop if you're choosing to use one. If not, you know, just make sure your hips are stacked. So you want your left hip on top of your right. Okay, and it's more about the shoulders and chest opening up here. Okay. Good, just breathe. Okay, good. And I actually want to stay on our backs, okay? So go ahead and move your block or prop out of the way. You're gonna keep rolling onto your back, okay? We're gonna stick with that left leg. Okay, so right leg will stay long. Go ahead and bring your left knee into your chest. Okay, and let's just do some hip circles here. We'll circle the hip about 5 times. Again, you can do less or more, okay, in one direction. Woo. And then we'll do, again, same amount in the other direction. Okay, good. And then give that left knee, that left leg a nice hug, either on top of the shin or behind the leg, whatever feels good. And let's go ahead and move into figure 4, okay? So left ankle crosses over the right knee, interlacing the hands around the right hamstring. Whew, for the glute stretch. Okay, and I just want you to observe the left leg, okay? Observe the hip. Okay. All right. So we did a lot of hip openers, okay? And yet, you know, the glute may still feel really tight or stuck. And that's okay, right? Like our hips, our glutes and our hammy, like the strongest like muscle in our body, right? Like one of the strongest muscles, okay? So we use it all the time, okay? So even when we were like finding all this like yummy releasing stuff in our class, we're still gotta stabilize and use our muscles. Probably a lot of our glutes to keep us up. So of course they're gonna tighten up a little bit. So, you know, kind of just take that in consideration as we're holding our figure 4 and moving through our next, you know, kind of like hip sequences, okay? So inner thighs and hamstrings might feel really open, and now we just got to get into the outer hip and glutes. Okay, great. Okay, from here we're going to move into half happy baby pose. Okay, so releasing your hands, grabbing the outer edge of your left foot, ankle or behind the knee. Okay, we're going to kick that left foot up towards the ceiling. Left knee is moving towards your left shoulder. Right leg can stay bent, or you can start to straighten it, okay? Good, and again, whatever feels best for your body, okay? Let's go and reach this right arm up over our head, back behind us, okay? So here's like that low lunge on the wall, or on the ceiling, I should say, on the ceiling. Okay, good. Okay, this is totally optional, okay? We're gonna do 5 of these. Okay, so if you're not gonna do these, you're just holding this position for 5 deep breaths, okay? Or you can join me, I'm just gonna throw on a little abdominal work, okay? And all of this should look familiar. I'm just gonna add on a little bit, okay? So take a nice big deep inhale in. Exhaling, you're gonna crunch up, curl up, right arm's gonna reach up, right leg's gonna reach up, you're gonna touch your right toes, curl up, and then you're gonna release back down. Okay, just 5 of these. Inhale in, exhale, curl up, touch your toes, or if your knees bent, that's fine. Good, here's 3. Good, here's 4. Last one, these are really fun and funny. And releasing back down. Good, and then release that left leg. Give yourself a nice big stretch. Arching up, good. And then hug those knees into your chest. Okay, good. And then we're gonna rock forward and backwards. Okay, till we come up to a little bit of a seated position. Okay, and this is just gonna be a little passing through, okay? You're just gonna sit on up. We're gonna step back, downward facing dog, your way, okay? So if you wanna, I only plan for that one vinyasa. So if you wanna add any more vinyasas in, this is your chance, your last chance, okay? Otherwise, we'll just meet back in downward facing dog, okay? Okay, great. And then, we gotta catch up. We gotta get that second side nice and open. Okay, so we're gonna shift forward plank pose. Okay, and then lower down your way. Okay. Lifting up into that Sphinx pose. Right knee is gonna come to the outside of your mat, the inside of your right inner thigh. Good. Press down, lift up through your chest. See what it feels like to back bend here with this leg variation. Is it constricting? Does it feel good? Does it feel weird? Okay, just checking in. Okay, and then threading the needle, left arm under the right arm up towards the sky, and then again, let your legs go with you, let your hips stack, let your right knee lift up. Good, and then twisting. Good. Okay, and then this version, I'm just gonna show it without a prop, okay, just in case no one, you don't have your props today. Okay, and just twisting. Again, making sure that right hip stacked on top of the left, just like if you were standing doing single leg mountain pose, twisting. Good, and just breathe. Just recognize all the space you created in your chest and in your shoulders today, right? Even though it wasn't like a super heavy focused shoulder openers today, a little bit goes a long way, especially those like high twists. Good. And then, we did a lot of, different flowing and twisting at the beginning of class too. So just noticing how your twisting's changed, maybe how it's opened up. Maybe it feels the same. Okay, good. And then let's slowly keep making our way onto our backs. Okay. Ooh. Right knee into your chest. Give yourself a nice big hug here. And then we'll circle the hip and the knee about 5 times-ish in one direction. Good. And then you'll reverse the circle. And then give yourself a nice big hug. Figure 4, glute stretch when you're ready. Right ankle over the left knee. Interlacing the hands around the left hamstring or shin. Good. And again, just observe that right leg, that right hip. Okay. My left hip is really fatigued. I think we did a lot of strengtheners for that left side for me, a lot of stability work. And this right side is not as tired, but it's definitely just as stiff, if not a little bit more stiff than the left side. Okay, so just taking in all, everything that what you've done today or this week, and just letting that go, showing up for yourself on your mat. Okay, that's self-care. Okay, great. And then we'll come into that half happy baby pose. Again, when you're ready, there's no rush. Grabbing the outer edge of your right foot, ankle, or even behind the knee. And again, leg does not have to go completely straight. The left leg, you can keep it slightly bent. Okay, you can lengthen it when you're ready. Left arm's gonna reach up over your head. Okay, and this is the pose, y'all. If you want to do those funky, fun abdominals with me, they're just like really funny. I feel kind of like a little kid doing them. I don't know why, but we'll do 5 of these. Otherwise, just hold here for 5 deep breaths. Okay, so take a nice big deep inhale in. Exhaling, crunch up, curl up, bring your left toes to your left hand. Ooh, reach up, and then lengthen back down. Good. Exhaling, curl up for 2. And lower. 3. And lower. 4. And lower. Last one. 5. And lower back down. Good. And then pause for a moment. Take your time. Lengthen that right leg all the way down towards your left. Good. Give yourself a nice big stretch. Good. Hugging your knees into your chest. Gently rocking from side to side. Okay, good, you guys. And then take your time. Okay. If you want to end your practice seated, that's awesome. This is your time to roll up. Otherwise, you can just make your way, lengthening out onto the mat just to rest for just a moment and find neutral in your spine and your hips. Good. Arms out nice and wide. Very short baby shavasana. Good. Come back to your mat, feeling that grounding sensation. And just take a moment to observe your entire body here. Like notice your toes, the bottoms of your feet, your ankles, the front of your shins, back of your shins, your calf muscles, behind the knee, the front of the knee. Notice the quads into the hips. And then notice the backs of your legs, your hamstrings, your glutes, your tush. Notice the weight of your pelvis. Moving up into your abdominals, right? Like your lower belly, your navel. Moving on up into your ribs, your solar plexus. Notice your breath. Notice your shoulders, the inside of your armpits, the backs of your arms, the insides of your arms, your elbows, forearms into your wrists, palms of your hands, your fingertips. Good. And you can kind of move back up, coming back up to your shoulders. Right. Notice your spine, your low back, the natural curvature of what's touching the mat, what's lifted, what has space. Moving up into like your neck, your head, all the way out through the crown of your head. And start to wiggle your fingers and your toes. Good. Invite larger movement back into your bodies, whatever that means to you. Maybe it's a happy baby pose. Okay, good. And we're just going to make our way up to a seated position when you're ready. Okay, you can roll over, you can rock and roll up. And just roll your shoulders back, sit up nice and tall. And then bring your palms together at your heart center. And again, just go back to that, recollection, that moment, that feeling, that sensation of why do you show up on your mat? What does it mean to you? And maybe it's just one word. Maybe finding peace, openness, space, being present, laughing at yourself. I know I do that a lot. Good. And everyone just slowly just begin to smile in honor of your practice. So let's take a nice big deep inhale in together. Big exhale out through your mouth. Thumbs up to your third eye center, up towards your forehead. And thank you all so much. Namaste, everyone.